Hi, I'm Chef Sia, and I'm here today to do a training for We Act, a Harlem-based environmental justice organization. And today we're going to talk about this induction stove and how these are being put into NYCHA housing to make a better environment and a safer environment. So I'm going to start off by telling you about the features of the dashboard. So we'll look inside the oven. As you can see, it has 3 different racks. The top rack is good for your broiling and for the air frying. The middle racks, all of these racks are adjustable, so you could put in a full turkey, your roast, all that, baking cookies, all in the middle racks here. There is bake, roast, broil, and an air fryer. How fun is that? You get all of those features. So basically you just push the button and set your temperature. You have 1 through 0. So it starts at 350. Let's say we want to do 375. And then you push OK Start. Then it preheats. It starts at 100, and then you'll hear the fan come on. The fan is what circulates in the oven that creates this environment where it cooks faster. So you need to keep that in mind when you're doing your recipes, because this oven heats up higher. So you need to do it like 25 degrees lower than what your recipe may call for. And then also your cook time will be at the lowest. So if it says 10 to 15 minutes, you want to go with the 10 and check it at that point. But you'll get used to it as you're using it to see how to gauge that. So to cut it off, you just push off. So now I'm going to show you how the function of the induction stovetop works. Again, you have your dashboard here, and each aisle has its own little marking as to whether it's front or back. And basically, again, it's touch control. So you just hit on the on button, hold it, and then you can hit the minus, and that starts you at low. You can hit the plus, and that will start increasing the temperature, much like many other stoves. Then again, if you just want to stop it, you hold it and press it off. So the way you can determine whether your pot will work on it is that you can take a simple magnet. If it sticks to it, you know that it's induction ready. So you can use if you have cast iron, again, you'll see that it sticks on. It's induction ready. But let's say you have your traditional aluminum coffee pot. You see the magnet doesn't stick. So your option to do, you don't have to get a new coffee pot. You can get an adapter that can sit on top of your stove. It won't heat it as fast, but you can still use your coffee pot because you see the magnet sticks onto that. You set it on your aisle. You put your coffee pot right on, and then you cut it on. And it will start heating, and it'll act as a conductor for your aluminum pots and pans. So one of the really cool features about this stove is that it heats water in seconds. And so I'm going to show you here that you just cut it on. I have about a half a cup of water in here. So you hit on. And it has a feature called the power booster. By pushing the plus, you'll see the P. And in seconds, you'll see that the water starts boiling. It's good for tea, for your rice, for your pasta, anything that you need boiling water for, and it cuts down your cooking time. You see it's already boiling. You can see the steam rising from the pot, and that's just in a matter of seconds. And the nice thing about it is when you take it off the heat, the action stops, the cooking process stops, and then you can put it back on and it automatically starts the boiling again. I can put my hand all around the stovetop and not feel any heat because the heat just goes with the pot. I can move it off the heat, it stops, there's some warmth, but it won't burn. And so that's a nice feature, especially if you have children in the house. You don't have to worry about them getting burned like on some of the traditional electric stoves. So the reason why we act as doing this pilot is because we're concerned about environmental air quality, the pollution that is actually in your home. And gas stoves create that and has far more environmental effect in your home, especially if you have a respiratory condition like asthma. So to clean this, you could do a couple of things. You can get a special cleaner for the induction stove top, or you can also make a vinegar and water mixture, 1 part vinegar to 2 parts water. You can use that in a squirt bottle and squirt it across the top. But basically, just a quick squirt. And you want to use those type of cleaners because other kind of Windex and things like that will make a film, and you don't want that film. Plus they have more chemicals and things like that. You don't want to be cooking that with your food. So like I said, they do have special cleaner for the induction stovetop, or like I said, you can use a water vinegar mixture to clean it. The other feature of this range is that it has a self-cleaning oven feature. It's on the dashboard. You would push the self-cleaning. It takes about 3 hours, and then it will cook everything, all the stuff that's stuck onto the oven off. And all you have to do once it cools off is wipe it down with a damp cloth. And that's how you clean this oven. So it's very, very simple and easy. You don't want to use a scouring pad or a Brillo pad or any kind of stainless scrubber because you can scrape or damage the top of the range. So that gives you all the information about the functionality of this range. And so we're all chefs in our own hearts. So have fun, play with it, and you'll get to know your stove to have really good, safe, healthy cooking.